Ho, ho, ho. Shake up the happiness. Wake up the happiness. Shake up the happiness. It's Christmas time. There's a story that I was told, and I wanna tell the world before I get too old and don't remember it. So let's dissemble it and reassemble it. Oh yeah. Once upon a time.
Hey guys, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 5, and I thought we'd get right into the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see the other Vlogmas videos coming out this month, and we could get right into the video. The first DIY was the snowman fridge, and all you need is construction paper, markers so you can trace the circles. I have two different sizes of circles. I just used a shot glass for the smaller ones and then a cover from my tea for the bigger circles. The bigger circles are going to be for his eyeballs as well as his buttons that go on his technically torso, and the smaller ones are used for his mouth. And all I'm doing here is just tracing them and cutting them out, as well as on orange construction paper a carrot nose, and I made two different sizes so I could pick which size I'd want for his nose. And the red construction paper I split into 3 equal parts lengthwise, and they're just going to be his scarf. And the next thing I did was just put tape on the back of all the circles and just put them in the design that I wanted for his buttons on his torso and his mouth. And then I also just made some black lines on the carrot nose to make it look more like a carrot, and then just tape on his scarf, and that was the first DIY. So for this DIY, all you need is some wrapping paper, tape, ribbons, bow, and you can buy canvases from the dollar store. However, I already have pictures that were hanging on my wall, so I'm just using those so I don't have to go and buy more, and that way I'm reusing what I have. And all I'm doing here is just wrapping the front of it to make it look like a present, and all I'm doing is just going to be wrapping that up as tight as possible around the edges, just so you get a nice clean look on it, I guess, best way to explain it. As well as the ribbon gets taped on from the back and the bow gets put on in the front. And once that's all done, all I gotta do is just hang this on the wall. So all I had to do for this is just spray the edges of my window with this spray snow I just got at the Guardian drugstore. And the next thing that I'm doing is just hanging the strings from the curtain rod that I already have up there. But I actually learned that in order to put the garland up, I had to take all the strings down. So as you can see, I had already hung up all these bulbs and did all that work, and then I had to cut them down. But after I got the garland up, I just did the exact same thing that I'm doing here, and everything got hung up, and it just looks so pretty. To make this DIY, all we needed was some popsicle sticks, a little sponge painter, and some metallic gold paint, as well as a glue gun and glue sticks. And honestly, this DIY kind of for me became an epic fail because the glue didn't hold together on the popsicle sticks. But all I did here was just paint them with this pretty metallic gold, and it honestly looks so good on the popsicle sticks. And then to make the snowflake design, I glued 3 popsicle sticks together in a row, and I did 6 of those. As you can tell here, there's gonna be 6. And then after that, I just stuck 2 more to each where they met in the middle, and I just made them go in either direction. And then once I got everything hot glued, it started to fall apart, so I had to put a lot of tape in the middle, as you can see, but it did turn out really cute. Now this DIY was one of my favorites, and all I needed was 3 different colors of yarn. I just picked some Christmas colors, and as you can see what I'm doing here, you're just going to take a deck of cards, you're going to cut one length that you wrap around once, cut that, and then wrap around twice, and then cut that, and you have 2 pieces of string. And you're going to wrap around 40 times and make these beautiful little tassels. And as you can see, I made a bunch, but after I did that, I just strung them on the extra piece of string that I had, the white one, and I did it in a pattern of green, red, white, green, red, white. And then once I had it all, I just hung it up behind my background. Now this was the longest time consuming DIY, but it was just so pretty and it was so worth it. But all you have to do is just take your cupboards with a drill or a screwdriver, you take them off of the actual hinges, and you're just going to wrap them like a present, like you did with the picture presents ones DIY. Sorry. And then all I did was wrap those and I put them back on, but the only thing that was most time consuming was getting all of the cupboards off as well as putting them back on. And all I'm doing here is just pushing the screws back in through the wrapping paper so it doesn't rip too much, and just screwing back on the handle and the hinges. Once I got everything wrapped, I just put it on back on the cupboard with the hinges, and I also wrapped the background of the cupboards. That's just optional for you guys if you want. I did it last year without the background being done, and it just still looked just as pretty. And all you have to do is just put the bow on, and that's the last of this DIY. And that's all for today's Vlogmas, guys. I'll see you in tomorrow's Vlogmas, and I love you guys all. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye, guys.